Okay, right. So this video is being made for Artan, who asked me to make a video in English. So that's pretty much the same story of what I said yesterday, but yesterday was in French. So I've made a daiquiri. So basically the idea here of this video is just to give you a little thing to do while you're all being, stuck at home. You always have something. I'm sure you open your cupboard or fridge, you will find some booze. I can teach you how to make sugar syrup. It's very simple. All you need is water and guess what? Sugar. If you find a lime, or you can go down the corner shop, I'm sure you can find some. I mean, you don't need to be a bartender or whatever to have all the equipment you need. So today a daiquiri. Daiquiri is a fairly simple cocktail to make. It's exactly the same ingredients as a mojito minus the mint. It's even easier to make than mojito itself. In order to make a daiquiri you need rum, preferably white rum. You need, so as I said, sugar syrup, which I put in a nice homemade Jack Daniels bottle, and you need lime. That's all what you need, and a bit of ice, obviously, in order to of course, shake it and make it cooler. Just before I get started, what's daiquiri? The daiquiri is a cocktail which has been created in the early 1900s by a man called Stockton Cox. He was an engineer who was sent by the American government to Cuba in order to start working on the extraction of minerals. So what happened there, he was also a very keen drinker, who was not. And he started to discover how the locals were actually enjoying their local drink, which was the rum Bacardi back then, and he decided to start experimenting with them. One day he received the visit of someone very important from his job, from the government as well, and he didn't want to give him just a plain rum, so he started to look around and he found out that he had some lime around. He just mixed them together with a bit of sugar and he just served that. His guests absolutely loved it, and from there was born the daiquiri. So what's the name of daiquiri coming from? Daiquiri is the village, the area where he was based back then, doing his work. As simple as that. Okay, so now how to make it. So again, very easy. So you need a lime. For the lime, you need 25 ml of it. What's 25 ml? Most of the time, 25 ml is half a lime. It's a fairly big one, as you see, so you just need 25 ml of that. So just squeeze it. If you have the squeezer, lovely, perfect, lucky you. If you don't, start to practice a bit of strength. All you need to do is to keep pressing. Remember, you are stuck at home, you can't go out, you can't get your bar equipment, you left it at work, and I'm very sorry for that, guys. So there you go. So I nicely squeezed my lime. I've got 25 ml in there. Well, funny enough, I have here a jiggler, lucky me. I need to put in there 50 ml of rum, white rum. 50 ml is this part of the jiggler. I'm pretty sure you also have at home, if you like cooking, you must have these kind of big spoons which gives you the quantities. You can do mil and grams with them. Use them, exactly the same thing. In terms of rum, what I'm using here, it's a Bon Plan rum. Bon Plan is the clever partnership between the Old World and the New World. New World being Jamaica, Barbados, Guyana, Trinidad and Indonesia. All are rum made from molasses, blended together, aged in oak barrel, which has been used in the past to make bourbon. So that gives nice vanilla and richness to the drink. And once it's all done, the drink, or the rum, they're all put together and sent to Germany, where they are going to be aged for an extra 2 years, and this time in a barrel which was used to age Chardonnay wine. So that gives a nice little floral touch to it. It's very nice. It makes a rum which is not too sweet, too round, like you can find a lot, like Appleton can be, for example. It gives you a rum much drier, I would say much nicer in some ways, personal preference. And then, coming back to rum, I said they were industrial rums. Industrial rum is a rum made from molasses. Agricole rum is a rum made from sugar cane. Okay, so once I've got these two together, I need sugar in them. So how to make sugar syrup? that simple again. For that one here, I needed 150 ml of water, which I blended with 300 ml of sugar, so just like your sugar powder you use normally. And I just slowly heated the whole thing together. Just give it a little stir sometimes to make sure it doesn't crystallize. And once it was nice and warm and all melted, I put it down in a bottle and let it cool a little bit. Nice and simple. So what you need here is roughly 10 to 15 ml. So here it's the equivalent of pretty much half of this measure, which is 25. So 10-15 ml can also be a spoon. So you can use like a teaspoon, that should be enough as well. Up, up, up. So as you see, nice and easy. And then so don't be afraid, I just washed my hands. So I'm going to use that. And remember, we are at home, we are not at the bar facing customers. It's homemade, we stock home. Happy days. That's it. So my shaker is a good old home shaker, if you like. The stuff you can buy in kind of in any shop around, really. If you don't have a shaker like this, put that in a long container of some sort. Use a spoon and just stir, stir, stir. It's not going to be as nice as if you shake, but if you can't do it differently, just do it that way. Okay, so give it a good shake now. That's it. Traditionally, you would serve it in a glass like this, pretty much. And so you can either leave the ice inside. I personally don't like that because the way, first the ice, I just bought it from Tesco, so it's not great quality, meaning it just literally breaks into pieces, and if it does, then if you drink your cocktail, it's not very nice, you got pieces of ice, so I prefer just to strain it. You can use a straw, but as we all know, straws are not the best thing nowadays. That's it. So my cocktail is ready. You can always add a garnish if you like, just you got the other part of the lime if you want, you don't have to. And you've got a daiquiri made. Perfect, that's fantastic. Works pretty well. So what you really want to do when you do daiquiri is to make sure that you got the perfect balance between the acidity from the citrus, from the lime, and the sweetness. Don't oversweet it, don't make it too sweet, otherwise it kind of covers the whole thing and you can't taste either the lime or the rum. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, I'm trying to make this video so you guys are stuck home and with some ingredients in your cupboard, you don't know what to do, got some booze. Just try to make the most of it and maybe learn something while you are just waiting for all of these terrible things to happen and pass on. Okay, so happy days everyone, keep positive, and we catch up later.